Tampering with Eden. If you have any questions while I'm talking, just raise your hands and I will ignore you. No, seriously, remember there are no silly questions, only silly people. No, actually, if you have a question, probably a lot of other people have the same question because that's how humans are. Great minds think alike, or my mother actually always used to say, idiots seldom differ. I don't know. But if I don't have time, I'll be outside right after. Anytime you see me on the boat, come up and say, hey, what about tampering with Eden? What about it? Eden today is Hawaii in my lecture, but you can extrapolate to use especially any island group, because islands are unique ecosystems. Things come there, they get isolated, they change. Many biologists, I was telling somebody in the audience, also view mountaintops as a kind of island, both because of the microclimates that develop, and it's hard for things to move around, so they get separated. So first, I will be talking about both the formation of the islands, how things got to the islands, how they developed and interacted on the islands, and then how other things came and changed them, and various ideas about that, including some of my own that I've had recently. So first, where are we? We're in the Pacific, and size matters. Yes, it does. Actually, the Pacific is the largest body of water in the world, and if you took all the continents and laid them end to end, it would still be 4 times as big, the Pacific. Which reminds me of this Dorothy Parker joke, where she said, if you took all the girls in Bennington and laid them end to end, I wouldn't be in the least surprised. Also, depth matters. It's also the deepest place on the planet, not even just in the ocean. The Mariana Trench is over 7 miles deep in some places, and we probably haven't even sounded the deepest areas, so there's all kinds of weird stuff down there. And it's also one of the hottest places on the Earth. In fact, Johnny Cash would feel right at home here because, yes, Ring of Fire, it's not just a song, it's also, this area is full of volcanic activity, more than any place else in the planet. And that's how these islands develop. What happens is you get an area under the ground where a little fissure develops and some hot magma or hot lava shoots through. And when hot lava meets cold or cool water, it hardens. And then you get more hot magma, and over millions and millions of years, you get a volcano. So who do you think came up with this theory of how islands were formed? Plate tectonics, maybe even coral reef formation? Yes, Darwin. If the biologist, in fact, I think the geologists are going to start a paternity suit against the biologists. I mean, they may say he's the father of evolution, but he did. He came up with the idea of how islands were formed, have plate tectonics, realizing why you find seashells at the top of mountains because of the way the Earth